nights in a row and we got a campsite. And we didn't have a reservation or plans or nothing.
I know, it's ended up all working out. We're both pooped now.
Understatement of the year.
I think he's even worse, but we did the trail that takes you back to Nymph Lake, Dream Lake, and Emerald Lake. And that was, I would say that was tough. That was a tough hike. It's all uphill the entire time. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah,
Nymph Lake, like, don't go there just to hike for that one. Definitely go to Dream and Emerald. But I think it's like 3/4 of a mile each one. So it's at least a 1.5 mile hike, and it's like up.
Where did I get 2.8? I thought it was 2.8 miles.
Well, then maybe it is 2.
I think it is. I think to Emerald's 2.8.
Okay, well then I lied. 2.8 miles. But the elevation, it definitely goes up at least 1,000 feet from where you start.
And some of it's like built steps, but some of it is just kind of climbing up rock steps. I mean, every step you take is uphill.
Yeah. The entire way.
Yeah.
The whole way. Because I know Emerald Lake is at like 10,000 something feet elevation. So, anywho, that definitely took us a couple hours. And it was cool though, because there was a lot of elk.
Yeah, there was.
So we got to see a lot of elk. That was really cool.
One really big one. That one was huge.
A
couple babies. Oh yeah, they don't care at all. Oh, how about the chipmunk?
Yeah. I think I only have that on my phone. But there was a little chipmunk, and he had stolen somebody's Dorito. And I got really close to him, and then Corey gave me a pretzel. And I held the pretzel stick, and he ate it.
Yeah, he finished the Dorito, and then he looked at you and went, "What do you have?"
Yeah.
Pretzel. He walked right over, took the pretzel, and sat right down and gone.
Yeah, so I don't know, we left camp around like 10:30, because the other campsite that we were at was really close to it. Because I think we parked around 10:30.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So we parked for the trails around 10:30. And then, oh, are you coming to join?
Yeah, it was getting hot over there.
That's why I moved back here.
Yeah, and every single parking lot and every single campground says it's full, don't even bother, don't try.
So make sure you actually check it out even though it says full. Because it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Because we put in there at 10:30 and it said it was already full. And we got like the 5th parking spot like in there. And there was tons of other ones, so.
Now if we had been 15 minutes later, it would have been full.
Yeah, I would say definitely don't go later than 10:30. But they're doing this stupid thing now where it's like timed permits. So again, I guess like that's a limitation for you if you ever decide to do this. But like I said, he worked it all out for us. It was all great. The hike was really good. Your hands got swollen.
So we're almost back from Emerald Lake and my hands start feeling weird.
My hands are swollen. They
So
were like
I looked down at it.
Well, that one's still
This one's
big.
still really big, which you can tell it's bigger than this one by a lot. I mean, like if I put it in front of it, you can still see it. But I could not get my ring off. Not even a little bit, but I can finally get my ring off.
But your whole hand was puffy.
My whole hand was puffy.
All of it.
I don't know if it was elevation related, heat related. I mean, I drank a lot.
Yeah.
And I definitely have a little bit of some sort of cold or whatever, but I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. So we did that hike, and then
I mean, that took all day.
yeah, that's
We
definitely
weren't
an
slow.
all-day thing.
We're not
for sure.
slow.
And again, like you could probably do it in a shorter amount of time, because I think we were back at the truck around 3. I think.
But we really didn't take any breaks on the way up or the way back. We just stopped for like a normal amount of pictures, and we did stop and have lunch at Emerald Lake. But I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, we didn't do anything that would have been time consuming.
Yeah. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And then we came here, so this is a different campground. This one's up farther. So I had wanted to stay at that one because then we were closer to Bear Lake. That way we wouldn't have as long of a drive in the morning. And this campground is, campground, is still just as nice, but we got one of the loops that has one of the vaulted toilets. I would rather have a porta pot than a vaulted toilet, and I guess they have them because they're good for the winter because they don't freeze up. So it's literally a porta pot, but it's a hole in the ground and there's poop splattered all. It's so gross. It's so gross. And so that's the only thing that we have near us, right? And there's no sink. There's nothing. It's literally just the hole in the ground toilet thingy-mabobber. So, what do you got to say?
I was just thinking if I walked in there and even tried to take a video of it, I'm pretty sure YouTube would censor it. It was so bad.
It was really bad.
I've never seen a toilet like that in my life. If you've ever watched Dumb and Dumber and you watch the poop scene, that's what that toilet looks like. Yeah. I guarantee you.
It's really bad. Really bad.
I mean, I've used a lot of restrooms in my life. A lot of emergency pit stops, if you know what I'm saying.
I've never seen anything like that.
Look, they must know it's bad because there's a sign behind the toilet that says, please don't poop on the floor. I'm not making it up. It says, please don't stand on the toilet and please don't poop on the floor.
Anywho, so I think this campground is a lot bigger than the other one.
Well, there's over 200 and some in this one.
Yeah, so this one's a lot bigger. So there's different loops that like go one way around. Anyways, we found one of the other ones that has like the real bathrooms, because the one we stayed at last night were actual bathrooms with a sink and running toilets, and it had like a little wash sink outside that you wash all of your stuff because you're not supposed to keep anything out because of the bears. So anyway, so we don't have that either. So we drove to one of the other loops and I gave myself like a sponge bath because of the couple of days that I've been putting like sunscreen on, and it's just like, oh, it leaves that like nasty film.
Let's be honest, she gets really, really stinky. Okay.
Yeah, it's
like,
atrocious.
Yeah, like this whole trip, I smell like flowers. It's amazing, but you, gosh, sleeping in that van, you take your shoes off. Nah, I didn't mean that.
Anywho, it felt amazing. Literally, just though it was like taking like a rag and just like wiping my body off. My arms I could get like in the sink so I could like rinse it off. And
you should show them the bear boxes.
Yeah.
There's a chipmunk trying to get into that one right now.
Right now?
Yeah, he just came down the hill.
Huh. Well, anyways, I think that's it. And so we're just chilling here. I think we're gonna have an early night compared to last night. And we'll show you doing the campfire again.
Yeah, I'll try.
Because it'll be better if we do it during the daylight. That way they can actually see it all.
Alright.
And,
If I can find some twigs and stuff here. There's like no sticks.
what about the pine cones? What if you like shred them
I'm
up?
gonna try the pine cone and maybe a little bit of that dried grass right there.
Like the pine needles? Those are pine needles.
Are they pine needles? Then those will work great.
Anyways, and then go to bed kind of early because we've been trying to figure out, what was that?
His Sprite
Has a leak?
has a leak, and
Sorry, we got distracted.
there's a hole in the bottom of his Sprite can, like bottom side, and it is just
like
spraying out like it's a geyser, and he's just walking with it like
Well,
nothing's
at first
wrong.
I was like, what is in a can and what is he spraying into the air as he's walking? Oh. He said he dropped it. Okay.
Drink it quickly.
You gotta do like, what do they call it?
Yeah, what is that called?
Clearly we're big drinkers.
We are huge drinkers, man. I've been drunk like every Monday through
Darn it.
Sunday. Shotgun it.
Shotgunning. You need to shotgun that Sprite because it's really bad right now. So we're gonna have an early night.
We're gonna go get some firewood right now.
Get some firewood.
And then
we're gonna try to cook some quesadillas tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Cook
and
some
then
quesadillas.
and then we gotta leave pretty early because our flight's at like 5:30. Anyways, Denver airport was like massive too, so we're gonna make sure we give ourselves plenty of time for that. Gotta return the van, and that's like 40 minutes just from the airport. So, and we're about 2 hours from where we have to take that. So basically tomorrow's gonna be a travel day. That's okay, because I think this was like just enough time for us in terms of like we jam-packed all of our days to be able to do everything that looked really cool to do in the amount of time that we did. And I think we used our time perfectly.
I think so.
I think it all worked out. We're just now like getting a little tired and stuff, so.
How would you rate the van? What would you give it?
Like a 7.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7. I think I'd give it a higher score if it was cheaper. I think it's a little expensive maybe for what you get, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's alright.
It does the job, but at the same time, I'm just like, what was the point? Because you can't sleep in it anywhere.
Yeah, we talked about that before, whether that gets
Yeah.
put in here or not, but yeah, there's just like so many places that won't let you sleep in the vehicle anymore. I mean, there's signs everywhere, and there's thousands of really cool pullover areas that are right next to a river or right next to a cool viewpoint, and every single one has a sign that says no overnight parking anymore.
Yeah.
So that really kind of puts a damper on this, but I think we did pretty
I think if
good.
you were trying to do this for 2 weeks, you would not want one of these.
Yeah, you'd want maybe a real camper or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because see, in my mind, the way, so like, these people just have regular vehicles and they have brought like their tents, right?
And they're staying here.
And they're staying here. So yeah, I guess that's a good point. But
If you're gonna just travel, and
I guess the camper van's a better option. I don't know. It could really go both ways because then
I
it's
mean,
like, why do you have this if you're gonna stay at a place
all right, I have
like
the answer.
this?
If you're gonna go travel and you're gonna leave your home and travel from there, you're gonna want a camper at the very least. But if you have to fly to wherever it is that you're gonna do something, a camper van is probably the cheapest, most economical, and it will get the job done. So, just because we had to fly halfway across the country to be able to do this,
Yeah.
I think that's more why the camper van was our choice. But yeah, if you live in Texas and you want to go see Colorado, just bring the camper.
Yeah. I agree. So, we'll show you when we're making dinner. Anyways, welcome to our wonderful little campsite. So here's the fire pit again. And you get the table. And this is where you would put your tent on this nice flat area. And then I'll show you what these bear boxes are. So food storage, if you don't have something that you can actually store your food in, they tell you have to put them in these boxes. And apparently, I mean, there's stuff everywhere around here, so I'm assuming it's a pretty big deal. But anyways, that's it. It's literally just a box, but it's got a latch on it and a chain. Okay, well, now we can really show them how to make a campfire.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
Because last night, it was just a little too dark to even see what was going on. So, it's our little setup we got. And then, what, you got pine needles in here?
Mm-hmm.
And some pine cones.
And a little bit of tissue paper
A
just
little
to
bit
make
of toilet paper.
it easy to get started.
And I put a tiny bit of hand sanitizer at the very bottom.
Okay. There you go. You got it. You got it. Nice. Shot.
Fire steel. And we just took the back end of your knife and just held it really close. Look at that. So now that you got the little stuff on fire, you're just waiting for it to catch
All the tinder
the actual wood on fire. So this was the part that we had problems with last night because we didn't have all these pine needles.
Yeah, there really wasn't any there. There wasn't any dry grass. There wasn't any pine needles. I found a little tiny pile of pine cones and finally got it going.
And I broke up some of the baling twine here too, which that was catching fire pretty good last night.
Yeah,
too.
anything dry, but you really don't need any kind of accelerant, gasoline, anything to start a fire. As long as you have something nice and dry, and it usually helps to fray the edges of something. Like if you just try to light a piece of paper, it doesn't usually go, but if you fray it and give it all those little pieces of fibers, it usually catches pretty easy. But it's always good to have a nice big pile of tinder. That way, in case those logs don't catch on fire within the first few minutes, you've got some more tinder to keep it going, That was a pretty good pile.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it should be pretty good. You can just toss this in there and get rid of it. So let's go ahead and flip this down before it gets hot.
Oh, look at that. Can you see it? The pine cone that's in there is like glowing. It's really hot, but look how cool that pine cone looks.
Now we're gonna make quesadillas.
I want a s'mores right now.
No s'mores?
Yeah. I'm gonna just leave this right here. Okay, and I found myself a stick, which this isn't ideal, but we're gonna work with it. So, oh, and Corey's gonna make some quesadillas. So we got tortillas, pre-cooked chicken, that way it'll be better to just heat it up, and then some Mexican shredded cheese. I'm usually a very impatient person when it comes to making s'mores. I just end up burning my marshmallow instead of really letting it just get a golden brown.
Never underdo the cheese.
Cheese is very important. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. That's how they keep the grass down, Corey. They let the deer eat it.
Man, they could care less about us, couldn't they?
Seriously. The munchkin is super excited.
I thought they were coming to get a quesadilla.
Alright, so the quesadilla is in progress. And the s'mores.
I always do dessert before dinner.
Yeah, that is true.
Look, I didn't even burn it, so we're just gonna look at that. Oh yeah.
Gotta use Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, that's the key. The key right there.
They're messy, but they're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow you keep it under control. It gets all stuck up in my, you know.
I totally forgot to mention it, but I guess that's what happens when you've been together 14 years. It's that anniversary today, so this is the little anniversary dinner that he's made for me.
Hey, it's pretty
And
impressive.
I think it is chicken quesadillas on a campfire. Look at that.
And it's crispy.
And it's crispy. This one's like really gooey. This is where all the cheese is.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be hot.
Is it good? Does it taste good?
That might be the best thing I've had since we got here.
You keep saying that about everything that you try. Is it hot? Like really hot?
No, it was okay. I don't know. Stuff just cooked on the campfire. Why does it taste better? I don't know.
That's really good.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
Well, that's my chair.
Was
Mine's the black chair.
14 years, I think you'll go.
Move. I'll move my chair this way if it's because of the smoke or whatever. Here, you're too close. You're gonna get hot.
Right there, that's how you stay married.
What, that little trick you just tried to pull?
No, when she says move, you move.
Oh, yes. Is that your wisdom for 14 years together? 1.5 married, but 14 years like actually together, like when we started dating, so. We're gonna enjoy our food. I'm definitely gonna make more s'mores. Yeah? He's just in heaven over there.
He has too good fun.
Bless you. Look how many there are.
Look at him crossing the river right here.
Yeah.
Well, oh no, he went under. He's gonna do it too. He's gonna do it too. Watch. And he jumped it. That other one's like, I didn't like your guys' path. I'm going this way.
I've never seen so many elk. This trip just won't let us have it. We'll have flat tire on the way to the airport.
On the side of the highway.
On the side of a highway in an Uber. Something about this trip. Someone did not want me to have a good trip.
But we had the flat, and within 30 seconds, the highway state patrol guy pulled up behind us and hopped out to be able to change the tire. I mean, 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's like things keep happening, but then the good things keep happening. So, take the bad with the good, or is it good with the bad?
Yeah.
Anyways, so another little update for you, but we did leave with plenty of extra time, so I think at this point we'll probably be like on time. We won't be like really early to anything. And that airport is massive, like we were saying, so we'll keep you updated later.